Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the bars, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't got ass. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby. Ow, how many times I gotta say it, baby? Best sports show in my city, in your city. Yeah, you know what it is. It's the underground, baby. Underground bringing to you tonight, baby. Happy Father's Day in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's your host, Filthy Rich. I got my co-host with me, LAB. What's up, bro?
What's good, my brother?
Hey, you know what it is, man. What's the vibe down there, way down in North Carolina, the dirty South? What's the deal, baby?
Boy, wet. Raining like it's mud.
Raining like a mug. It's raining like a motherfucker up here on Father's Day. You know what I mean? We got the sports week in review for you, baby. So we a little bit of everywhere. You know we gonna cover some hockey, cover some motherfucking NBA championship. We gotta do that. And you know we all over the NFL, all over the country, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's the motherfucking underground. Yeah. Best sports show in the house. LAB. Glad that you're here tonight, brother.
Yo, let me get an opportunity and chance to say Happy Father's Day to you, my sir.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
doubt.
it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Child support said the same thing, though.
That part. Yo,
They happy than the motherfucker. Hey,
right.
yeah, dog. But hey, man, I'm happy to be able to pay child support. I ain't gonna lie. I'm blessed for everything I got. Blessed for my children, man. Love my children to death, man. I don't regret a dime at motherfucking all, man, because it all goes to the good. You know what I'm saying? All goes to the good.
That's epic father.
You know what I'm saying? You too, my brother. You too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the fathers out there watching, man. Appreciate you if y'all watching the show. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Coming straight from the Berg right here, my boy LAB's from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Carolina Panther fan. So what's the vibe down there? And OTAs just started. We're gonna start out there. Then we're gonna jump somewhere else. But I'm gonna let you bleed into some Carolina Panther news for me real quick, cause I want to know. I'm interested. Anything the rest of the world don't know?
One of our top receivers has gotten injured.
Who? Okay, who's that?
And that's Xavier Legette.
Xavier Legette.
One receiver we got last season.
Ooh, what'd he do?
So,
that's my man. I didn't hear that.
We don't know. I haven't looked at it. It's something dealing with his foot.
Okay.
And it's been undisclosed, and they're saying it might hold him out for a couple of games, couple of weeks. It's just talk, so
yeah,
we're just saying.
Right.
But everybody's been downplaying and like saying like, so we got so many receivers anyway.
Nah.
We got Hunter Pro, we got all these dang on receivers and all this stuff, so we should be okay.
Yeah, you need them all though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that part.
Need
that part all. Right there. That part right there. But I'm reading a lot of news and saying that Carolina and Atlanta picked up 4 of the best defensive linebackers or edge rushers in the motherfucking daggone draft this past season. This past draft.
Okay.
And, we got Nick Scuron and Yumiara. Is that how you pronounce his name? Nick?
You talk about the old head? You mean Euro?
No,
What's his name?
no. Is that what his name is?
He's an edge rusher?
Yeah, Ed Rush.
Yeah. Nick, that's how you say it, though. Who he used to play for again?
Right.
Because I got rid of Clowney not too long ago, so, yeah.
Yeah, we let him go. We didn't let him walk.
Anything else? Go ahead.
That's it right there.
I'm about to say.
What I'm saying, I'm just thinking something crazy is just getting ready to expire with expand with the Carolina Panthers.
You say that one more time.
I'm about to say something's getting ready to blow up. I want to say that.
Okay.
It's gonna be explosive.
Okay. All right. That's the Carolina news we got out of OTA. Something's gonna be explosive. Yeah. And my boy, country boy, I know you seen him at the hockey game, man, going crazy.
Woo.
I'm talking about your boy Leggett. One of you just said was hurt. You know what I mean? My country boy, he was at the Kentucky Derby. He was at the hockey game. He been in social media a whole lot. He's starting to be a fan favorite and a national fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to hear that he's banged up. Hopefully, he's all right. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of hockey, let's slide right into that. NHL Championship. The defending champs Florida Panthers is up 3-2 in the series last night. They won that game 5-2, you know what I'm saying? And it's been a good series for real. Y'all need to watch. I told y'all to watch. Been a whole bunch of, scoring, first of all. Whole bunch of fighting, which is the second best thing in hockey. Scoring, then fighting. You got to see the fights, you know what I'm saying? So that's there. And they've been overtime games. You can't ask for much more. I think 3 out of the 5 games been in overtime. But the only other thing is the other 2 games, they have been blowouts by the Florida Panthers, man. Last night it was 5-2, and the other blowout was in Game 3. It was 6-1. So it was even those other 3 games. But I say, the Florida Panthers, who are the defending champs, have pretty much had the edge. And now they're up 3-2 in the series. So if you look at the series in a whole, like I said, I think the Panthers look like the better team. Edmonton Oilers look like the more physical and in shape team, but the Panthers look more talented, if you ask me. So they go back home to Florida for Game 6, which they can take them out and win another championship. And this will be 26 years since, if they win, it'll be 26 years since a Canadian team, which hockey is a Canadian sport. It'll be 26 years since a Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup. You know what I mean? So.
All right. So who's up 3-2?
As I said, Florida's up 3-2.
Florida's up 3-2.
Florida's up 3-2. You know what I'm saying? So they go back home. They're the defending champs. They go back home, and they can take Edmonton out at home in Florida in a Game 6. They don't want it to get back to Game 7, I'm sure. And like I said, they had 2 blowouts. They had a 6-1 blowout in Game 3. And in Game 5 yesterday, they had a 5-2 blowout. But the other games were tight and went to overtime. And 2 of those were won by Edmonton in overtime. And the Florida Panthers got one in overtime, too. So, like I said, that's why I think the edge. I think it might be a good bet to go with the Panthers in this game. I really think they took their heart after this last blowout. And it might just be over. We'll see if Edmonton got one more in them. But I think it's going to be rough for them with Florida Panthers at home. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you. Yo, I'm gonna add something to that right there.
Go ahead.
Because the Panthers pretty much. So I'm about to say Florida gonna hold it down. This is a done wrap game tomorrow.
Yeah.
I say it's a done wrap game.
Yeah, and that's what I would say. It might be a safe bet to really go with if you a betting man.
That looks like an unwrapped game, bro. You said fighting and all that stuff going on.
Oh, they will be fighting tomorrow. Now it ain't tomorrow. It ain't tomorrow. I think it's like Tuesday. It should be Tuesday or Wednesday. One of the two depends on. I think they're going back to Florida, so it should be Tuesday or Wednesday.
Right.
We'll check. Hold on, I got it right here. What is it? Game 6 Tuesday. Yep, at 8:00. So I'll definitely be watching that shit. All right, moving on. Them was your last words on that. Moving on to the NBA championship. Now that is tied 2-2. And I'm gonna let you go first because I know you the NBA guru for me. I'm gonna let you slide first and just tell me, give me a quick synopsis on this 2-2 NBA championship.
Pacers is scary.
Okay.
They're scary.
Right.
And I think it's going back to OKC this game, right? It's game 5, right?
Right. Yeah, it's going back to game 5, going back to OKC.
Right. So OKC. Here's the thing, right here with all of it. It's 2-2.
True.
So each one of them, both of the teams have lost at home and won at home.
Yeah.
All season long, all playoff long, the Pacers have been beating the teams, the good teams, like Boston, like New York, but just like mere points in the last couple of seconds. It's historic what they're doing, is what I'm trying to say.
Very.
It's historic. If the Pacers can manage to pull this off, it'll be 3-2. It'll be 3-2 tomorrow.
Right.
And to pause you on that, man, before you react or say anything,
No, go ahead.
it's kind of ironic that you don't have no damn game on Father's Day.
Yeah, man. Look, I called my man Zero Brasco earlier and told him that. Same thing. They had a chance to do it. Yeah, they had a chance to do it. I hear you.
I mean, come on now. At least give the fathers of America something.
Yeah, they could have put it on at 9 o'clock, and we'd be still watching it now. We'd have been going on later just because of the game, but we'd have definitely tuned into that, without a doubt. On Father's Day, I done drank beer all day. I done been at the picnic. I done played with my kids. Now it's time for me to relax by myself. And they had a chance for all the fathers to watch, some good sports, you ask me. And a good game at that.
Exactly.
For sure. But let me, I'm just checking this.
But moving back on.
Okay.
Moving back on with the Panthers, I think the Panthers gonna steal this bad boy up, bro. I really feel like they up 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. Nah, don't go backwards though. No, tell me more. Okay, so all right, let me react to that game 5 like you was talking about with OKC and the Pacers,
sir.
Indiana. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hate that I had to get this tight right here, and I really think the Pacers should be up 3-1, man. If you seen that last game, for real, man. I mean, they were up by about 10 points in the fourth quarter, and they let them come back, man. And that was the upsetting part to me, how they let them come back and steal that game from them because they had them the whole way, man. They was playing that tough basketball, but I really think. I asked my man that was in the chat a couple times before we was talking NBA, and I asked him, did he think the refs had anything to do or was one-sided a lot to him or not? And he said he didn't really recognize any of it. There was like game 1 and game 2, but, I think it just came back out again, man. SGA, he getting a lot of ticky-tack fouls, bro. I mean, I know he's the MVP and all that good stuff, and he's good at getting these foul called, but damn, man. I mean, some of them, especially, they found. I think they missed a lot of calls against Indiana that OKC committed, and they didn't call a lot of fouls. You know what I'm saying, against OKC. It was just crazy to me. OKC is getting all the calls. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say, man. OKC is getting a lot of calls. I was kind of up in the air about it at the beginning because I hate to bring the refs into it, but man, that last game, man, that down the stretch, there was a lot of suspect calls, man. A lot of suspect that I thought should have been fouls, and on the Indiana side, and on OKC, there was a lot of calls where I just didn't think was fouls. So it is what it is. I can't say nobody got the edge though. What's your vibe on it in this game 5 coming up? I mean, they are going back to OKC though.
Yeah. All right, so
And that's the only real
gonna put it
edge.
like this
That's the
right
only real. That's the only real edge I can see. But you let me know.
here. All right. What I'm saying right now is the NBA officials and well, what is it? The ownerships or whatever. It's like I was telling you earlier when we had a conversation. Like nobody really wants to see either one of these two teams either win.
Okay.
And I'm looking at it like this right here. So if OKC is going home, so this will be a game that the Pacers will beat them. Show
Okay.
them out, shut them up, make them feel some type of way. And it's all you got two teams that you have no real true veteran on.
Right.
No true veterans. None of them have true veterans. You know, we talk about LeBron James.
Yeah, that
Steph
type.
Curry.
Yeah. They don't. They don't.
What's the boy that plays up there in Cleveland? At which dang the Pacers. Was it the Pacers that put them out?
Yeah, it was. It was. You talking about Brad Mitchell? You talking about Mitchell?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Donovan
Okay.
Mitchell.
Donovan
Yes, sir.
Mitchell.
You absolutely. Yes, sir. Donovan Mitchell. You
Mhm.
absolutely 100% correct.
Right.
Pacers. The Pacers right there. When they did that right there is like, wait, what am I seeing over here? All right, see, I'm seeing Tyrese Halliburton. I'm seeing I can't think of that forward name that they got, but
Siakam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's the vet. He's the vet. I didn't want to interrupt you, but he's the only one that even's in the realm of a vet, like you're saying. There's a lot of young, new faces in this NBA championship. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I am definitely trying to say. All right, I go all the way back to round one.
Okay.
The Houston Rockets, right?
Right.
You got, what's his name? Amin Thompson?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah. What you talking about, number 4?
Yeah, and it's twins. One played for the Pistons and one played for the Rockets.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yes. So they gave the fucking daggone Golden State Warriors.
Well, they were supposed to beat them. They was the 2 seed.
They were supposed to have beat them, but guess what? Golden State was the best defensive team in the league, but their only scoring was going through daggone Steph Curry.
No doubt.
So when he got hurt, that's what you saw. So making it all up to the point, look at it on the opposite side on the Eastern Conference. You had every one of them teams like New York, like Boston, like Cleveland. I mean, Miami was in there, if I'm not mistaken. No, yeah, they was in there. I mean, you had all these teams in there, really good teams, and they just got beat.
Right. So back to the championship.
So,
what you
what
saying?
I'm looking at right now is that it's going to come down to a game 7.
Okay.
Where it's going to be like whatever daggone young player going to throw up a shot and hit. I'm feeling the game.
Okay.
7.
Okay. So it's going to be SGA or Halliburton, game 7 for the dub. That's the way it's coming down. Hey,
right.
I ain't mad at you. That's your prediction. I feel you on that. I feel it. I can definitely see that happening. I can definitely see that happening because that's what's been happening the whole time.
SGA can make that shot and OKC get the championship.
No doubt. Hey, no doubt. It can go either way.
Going for the
This is definitely, yeah, me too. But it's up in the air for sure.
Correct.
All right.
I'll put it to you like this right here.
Last words on the championship. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'll put it like this right here. If Tyrese Halliburton hit a shot at the end of the game,
right?
Boom. I'm buying his jersey.
Yeah.
I'm buying his jersey.
I like that Pacers gear too. I like that Pacers gear.
Live.
You got to get the one. We got to get the one with the what that say? That's blue, but it got the yellow stripe across it. It say Pacers. That shit is hard. Halliburton's dad be wearing that one all the time. That shit is hard.
Totally.
Check that one out for sure. All right, moving on. We'll check something out, man. Slick. We're gonna stick with basketball though, because did you hear what LeVar Ball had to say about his sons?
the most advanced infrared monitoring technology. This device provides accurate measurements without finger pricks covering blood pressure.
Lance Stephenson wanted all the smoke during the
So today's the day. I've got my RTA mock system and Coyote appliances. And they did tell me it was only going to take a few minutes. And I got to say, they were right. The big old box came from the shipping company. We pulled the front and back panels out, lined them up parallel. My wife Allie and I, we pulled together all of the pieces.
Developed over 30.
If his sons played on the same team, the Clippers would win the championship.
Y'all one more time. If you want a championship, listen to me. I'm making it very easy. Everybody trying to go out and make these trades. Hey, Melo should be over here and Melo should be over here. I don't care where you put Melo. But what I do tell you, if you put him with his brother, he will go to his original spot, which is the 2. Which y'all trying to make him a 2 anyway. He love to score. But the only person he'll move over from the 1 spot is his brother Lonzo.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
On the news and shit for sure. But yeah. My bad. Wait, I didn't mean to talk too much. Did you hear what else LeVar had to say?
Nah, I didn't hear what they had to say because I think I'm still in the lateness of it. I haven't even started nothing yet.
Is it that far behind?
No. I don't think it's that far behind. Probably because I wasn't actually on the screen. I had flipped off to try to go look up something for on a video. I see your facial expression, so it's not too much of a difference. So I think I might have missed it.
Nah, well, you got it here.
That's on me. That's on me.
Well, yeah, that's on you because I told you to be ready.
But no.
No. I want you to listen to it again. All right.
The championship.
I'm finna give it to y'all one more time. If you want a championship, listen to me. I'm making it very easy. Everybody trying to go out and make these trades. Hey, Melo should be over here and Melo should be over here. I don't care where you put Melo. But what I do tell you, if you put him with his brother, he will go to his original spot, which is the 2. Which y'all trying to make him a 2 anyway. He love to score. But the only person he'll move over from the 1 spot is his brother Lonzo.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Get Lonzo and Melo and Jello. Can't nobody.
I'm about to explain.
Go ahead.
Express my feelings on this bullshit right here. It's been going on for a minute.
Go ahead.
It's been going on for a minute. It's been going on for a minute.
Go ahead.
Like, yo, they talking about. I've been seeing little comments like, yeah, optional trades for LaMelo, the here to there. All right, so let me just break down the philosophy.
I'm talking about his dad now. Don't go all the way around the world. Go ahead.
No, I'm not about to go around the world. I'm about to say something about a hot second. If you haven't heard anybody from the organization say anything about him being on the trading block, he ain't getting traded. And
I heard some.
Hold up. Number 2.
Right.
I don't think he's going anywhere myself because he's already done brought marketable value to the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
In his own damn shoe line.
Okay. Shoes is dope.
With that set in mind, Lonzo ain't done shit in Chicago.
Okay.
So his dad just sit up there piping a bunch of bullshit. But it could work. But I don't see Lonzo going anywhere. I mean, I don't see LaMelo going anywhere. I see Lonzo coming here.
Okay.
Running.
So, all right. Like I was about to guide you that way. You finally got there because, like I said, I was talking about Dad. Dad said, if. Now, that don't mean it's going to happen, but if it happened, and we ain't even going to talk about Jello, all right? Because Jello ain't really a factor. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, we know we talking about, I mean, he going to throw his other son in there not to leave his son out. But, you know, if anything, it's going to be the young one with the oldest, right?
Right.
Yeah, Melo and...
he fucked up and said that Charlotte should trade LaMelo
to the Clippers.
He didn't say it like that. He didn't say it like that. But he said, if a trade was to happen, that LaMelo should go and play with Lonzo.
No, with the Clippers. They all come to the Clippers.
Clippers.
All come to the same team, basically. Well, you know he's trying to get him home.
He come back home.
He's trying to get him home.
Fucked up. He come back home.
So, I mean, can they win a championship? Now, did you hear what he said? He said that really my son is out of position at the 1. He really loved to play 2 because he can score. But he said the only person that he's given up the number 1 spot for is his brother. Now, Wick, you gotta admit, these boys was dynamic duo in high school, bro. They barely had to go to college to play, man. They went to college, but they didn't really need to, for real. They probably could have especially Melo. Really, Melo was just too small. The only reason he had to finish college.
I think it's going to come down to the brothers, though.
Huh?
Because here's the thing. I think it's going to come down to the brothers' decision on what they want to do. Now, of course...
Well, you're going off the subject. We're just talking about if they play together.
Of course they want to play together. So right now, the biggest decision on that part right there will be on LaMelo. Because nobody's heard anything that he's demanding a daggone request to be traded.
Well, that's why we saying if. His dad is just saying if it happened. Do you think it would work? You think it would work?
Bruh, that's his fucking dad. If this cat ain't saying anything about him wanting to be traded,
oh God,
they ain't trying to go nowhere.
You keep going to reality. It's not reality.
Rick, let me tell you right now, bruh. Melo is living it up here in Charlotte.
Oh, you don't think
he's doing his thing, bro? This motherfucker, he don't want to be around his dad.
Who told you that?
That's real.
Who told you that?
That's real.
Who told you that?
I think about it. Have you ever seen his dad at a Charlotte Hornets game?
If he played, no, I have never seen a Charlotte Hornets game. God damn it, they don't even come on TV.
I have not seen.
Nobody has. Nobody has.
No, let me express because I watch every last one of them, and I've been.
Yeah, because you there. You there. I was just a joke. I'm just saying they don't come on TV.
Bro, hear me out. I've never seen his dad in that fucking arena.
Okay.
Which means me to say he don't want he is trying to his separation. Yo, there's some videos that you got to go back to when LaMelo was young. How the way his dad was and all that shit. Yo, that shit right there, girl, you're to come back and bite LeVar in the ass. Okay. Nah, that shit ain't gonna happen.
All right, okay. So before I wrap it up, okay, how many times you gonna say it?
Don't want to play with Lonzo.
Oh God,
if that shit would happen. That would be some dumb shit on Charlotte Hornets. Because they gave this man. Why would they give this man $250 fucking million damn dollars?
Who?
Melo.
And why would they give it to him? What you mean? Why would they give it to him? What are you saying about what they got to do with trading
They
him?
want to trade him. Why would they give it to him? They want to trade him
Because they're not winning.
I understand his injury.
They're not winning.
I understand his injury prone. But guess what? Guess what? That man, yo, it's it right here. That man is staying a Hornet. He's not going nowhere.
That's not the point. That's not the
I
point.
That's it.
His dad said if.
I don't give a damn what his dad said.
Wait.
His dad ain't playing. His dad ain't signing the fucking contract. Come on, Rich. Get it together. If I would have heard Melo saying he wanted that going be traded, like, or your king out here, like, LeBron James, I want to be traded. Okay. If
hey, wait.
NBA players have done it.
Wait.
I have not heard LaMelo LaFrance Ball say it. When he come out and say it, and it's been said, oh shit, he's trading in a hot second.
Wait.
Has he said it?
Wait, we gotta move on. Why you keep saying the same shit? You keep repeating yourself.
Wait, no, you.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. You never even answered the question the whole time. You took it a whole nother fucking angle, dog.
Okay, all right, talk to me. Talk to me.
I said if, just like his dad said if. He didn't say it was going to happen. You keep saying it like it's going to happen.
That would be it. Would be with the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, it don't matter, dog. I'm just saying if
the Clippers, the Clippers would trade. If Charlotte would give up their motherfucking daggone,
would they win the championship?
Yeah.
If the brothers play together.
Yeah.
God damn. You keep talking to reality. Nobody said it's going to happen. All his, shut the fuck up, man. All his dad said was that if it happens, and you got, it ain't going to happen because that's fucking not the fucking point, bruh. His dad said if, nigga. If. That's what I asked you to fucking say. You went left field for 20 fucking minutes.
Go ahead.
God damn, you gotta know when to shut the fuck up sometimes, bro.
Steelers with the A-Rod.
Wait, shut the fuck up, man. Get on my nerves right now.
I see you rocking the Steelers. Come on,
I always got my Steelers shit on, man. You already know that. You always running your fucking mouth the fucking wrong direction. God damn. You spent all that time saying nothing. And the same shit over and over again.
I was just trying to critique what his dad was saying.
No, the fuck you wasn't. You was trying to critique with LaMelo Ball and his fucking relationship with the Hornets. What the fuck are you talking about? All right, moving on to the NFL, goddammit. Here go another family member situation right here. Now, do you know who Jim Irsay is? Or was, I should say. He passed away maybe about a month and a half ago. The Colts. Yeah, I knew you knew who he was because you know all the owners, right? So his daughter has been thrown as the new owner. Her name is Carly Irsay Gordon. So I guess she's married. And yeah, man, she said some wild things in the news earlier this week that I want you to hear and react to. All right. So here's the report right here. Carly Irsay Gordon explains her habit of wearing a headset during games, all right? In the days since Carly Irsay Gordon has become a principal owner of the Colts, many have pointed out that she has a habit of wearing headsets during the game. Now she said maybe more owners should do it, says ESPN. She explained the reasoning for the practice during the Tuesday press conference. I need to be able to say, is this person full of bullshit? All right, that's literally what she said. She said when she wear her headphones, she says, I'm listening to the coaches and stuff, and she says, I need to be able to say, is this person full of bullshit? Do they even know what they're talking about? Irsay Gordon said, is it such a complex organism? a football team and how it operates, you could say, oh, that person ran the wrong route. Then you learn, oh, someone tagged the wrong wide receiver and it wasn't really the player's fault. It was a person that called it. All right? So, I don't know if you're catching that drift, but basically she spat on the coaches, right? We can't hear you. Say that again.
I said, that's interesting.
Right.
And you know what? That seems like, is that like the scenes from the movie Any Given Sunday?
Yeah. The female. You right. I'm listening.
How the way she was like all into certain players.
She was very.
And who was certain the ones that want to play. It's the concept of how the way you.
She was walking into the locker room when motherfuckers was naked and shit. She was very bullish.
Right.
Right.
You know what? That not only just that, just because portrayed that movie. I understand that.
Okay.
But that sounds like the owner of the Charlotte of the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, keep going. I'm listening.
By the way, he want to be involved in it. Shit.
And too much.
He talking about she want to have headphones set.
She got them on already and been doing it.
She about to fuck shit the fuck up.
And so
people starting that shit out, it's over.
Hold on.
Your head coach, your head coach gonna be damn on.
So, right. So when you say she gonna fuck shit up, that's a negative thing, right?
That's a negative
thing. Okay, because sometimes it's football. You say you're gonna fuck shit up, that could be a good thing. You know what I mean? But yeah,
with her wanting to be involed with what's going on
too
the
much.
Sideline,
right?
That's too much.
Yeah, that's like beyond Jerry Jones shit.
Right. You hire and even though damn Jerry Jones don't fucking daggone listening with headphones set.
Nah.
He may call down to the sideline and say this and that, which they've always done in the past, which is dang on historic, which you keep that.
Right.
That's what you can do. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
It's been things where you like, okay, what's the one? The Blind Side. Where Sandra Bullock was like telling called the boy, told him run this play, run that play. Like this, you is not motherfucking dang. I'm the coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the coach. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, definitely not cool.
You hire a coach. You hire a coach to do a goddamn job of fucking dang training players to go out there and do that. If you want to sit here and listen in, want to interact, man, come on now with that shit.
Yeah, that ain't gonna go over well.
No, you ain't the one drawing up fucking plays. You ain't the one dang gonna fucking sitting up here. Say this guy should be this guy should be that. I understand you may like certain players and you like their certain positions, but no, it's bigger than that. And even I don't know all that shit.
Yeah. So
no, fuck that shit. That's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And I guarantee it. She'll be the only. What's so bad about it? What have they done?
He got a decent little shoulder injury, and that ain't really good for him. So it looks like they'll be going with Daniel Jones. He ain't going to be ready for practice at all, so he probably won't start the season. That's what it looked like. He won't be starting the season, and they're going to have to go with Daniel Jones. And, they had their chance. Me and you both agreed that they should have took a look at Aaron Rodgers.
They should get a lot of damn things.
Remember we had that conversation?
Fucking nag on my boy hitting the hooker up there in Detroit, which is
yeah. Well, I think Detroit's holding on to him. That might not have been a possibility like you think.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with that right there.
Yeah. So all right, we ain't getting to that. But any last words on Miss Irsay? Miss Irsay Gordon. Yeah, I mean, that's that on that, man. That's that on that. Moving on real quick to some college football real quick. My man Deion Sanders is suffering from an illness, man. That ain't cool. Deion got a lot of health issues, man, and I got a lot of hope for Colorado after Shedeur Sanders. You know what I'm saying? And of course Travis Hunter. I'm ready to see what they got after that. Because now it's on Dion. You know what I'm saying? He lived on his sons and his, and Travis Hunter's talent the whole time he's been a coach in college. And now he got to do it not on his own, but now he kind of got to do it without the same star power, right?
You got to think about it. Joe Horn Jr. and Shiloh.
Yeah, man. All the receivers went to the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Shiloh, the captain, probably on defense, is gone. You don't really know another name on that team right now, and they've been known to have big names, So, it's up to Dion. But like I said, Dion been out with an illness. He hasn't really been at practice. His eldest son, Deion Sanders Jr., here's the article, said his dad was getting rest and feeling well during the live stream on YouTube. He'll tell y'all soon enough that what he's going through when we get back to Boulder. I don't know. I'm waiting until my dad leaves. When he leaves, then I'll go. Until then, I'm going to sit here with him. So, Deion's kind of like laid up, man, pretty much. Not even at spring practice and all that. And, the season's like college football start before pro football. We only got 81 days until pro football. So college football got to be about, probably about 70 days away. You know what I mean? 60-something days away till they play the first college football game. So, that ain't a lot of days for Dion not to be there. What's your take on that? What you think is the future for Colorado?
Man, yo. All right, so Colorado put a lot of money into bringing Deion Sanders there.
True.
And it wasn't about just bringing him there. It was about bringing his son, bringing the talent that they brought from HBCU.
Okay.
So, they had success. They was on TV. They had made money. And I'm looking like at it. This right here might be a short venture for Deion Sanders.
Keep going.
I mean, he like you just said.
Tell me exactly what you mean about what you just said.
A short venture meaning that it could end after this season right here. I mean, he's not going to be there for practice. It might end before he even ain't going to start the season or get middle of the season. And I think it doesn't matter to him. I think he's already made his success. You said so much on what you said about, he's really, this down and been chilling and all this stuff. That sounds like the man wants to just relax.
Well, he's sick. He's sick. He's sick.
Yeah.
He said he got an illness. You gotta sit your ass down.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta get away from the game, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get away from the game. And I understand. I mean, shit, you didn't see him at the games. One time, when he had walked into the game on crutches.
Yeah, he had his foot, he had his toes amputated. He got bad feet. Period.
The damn game. One of them games in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he got a messed
up.
I'm
not mistaken.
Yeah.
So it's like end game. It's an end game. That's the end game right there for him. I mean, come on now, think about it. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's already in there. It's solidified so much, and he's done all of this for his kids because on Father's Day, it's honor that man and say, hey, it's the right time to go out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got Shedeur, who I want to talk about so much right now.
Yeah, well, keep going. Keep going. All right, well, that's the perfect segue because that's what's up next. I got a little something from a Pittsburgh native, LeVar Arrington, on Shedeur Sanders, man. Listen up. You should be able to hear this one live.
All right.
Hold up.
Cleveland is in a bad spot. If Shedeur Sanders isn't at worst the backup, they are going to fry. the media, because of what they feel coming out of the draft and how they covered it and how they've been shamed and made to feel like y'all took advantage of Shedeur Sanders. Y'all drove a whole entire draft off of Shedeur Sanders, and they're right. Whoever's saying it, you're right. If Shedeur Sanders, at worst, isn't the backup on this team, there's going to be hell to pay through the media. At best, if I am the head coach, the GM, and the owner of this team, I'm naming Shedeur Sanders my starter today. Today.
Just get ready to say that.
You know why? Joe Flacco, love you to death.
Gave
us a good little run. You're a Raven. Kick rocks. Kenny Pickett, you ain't shown us that you that good at all. You here for an insurance policy. Kick rocks. Dylan Gabriel, we took you with the third round pick. We feel really good about what you could possibly be, but do we ever see you as a starter? I don't know. It's a strong possibility that you're not a starter for our franchise. It's a very strong possibility, but my goodness, you probably can be a really, really good backup for us at some point in time. If I'm the Cleveland Browns, if you're looking at the coverage of Shedeur Sanders and the way all of this is kind of being properly placed on the table, you about to get served if you don't see this coming.
All right, I'm cutting it off right there. I'm gonna just say this before I let you dig into it. This, at the end, what he said, because I know you digging all into the whole bunch of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I said at the end, bruh. I said the reason Shedeur Sanders.
LeVar Arrington said, "Yo, I was sitting there just
hold up. He
talking about
Yo, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Why
you hear me?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so what you start talking for if you can hear me talking?
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear me talking?
I heard you talking.
All right, so why you start talking at the same time as I'm talking?
I'm just trying to damn talk. Go on with the show, man. Don't go with that.
You can't talk at the same time as somebody else.
All right, well, go ahead. I was just excited for what I was listening to.
I just told you to shut up, and I'm going to say one thing real quick, and you can talk. I just said that.
Go ahead. My bad.
Because you don't be fucking paying attention and listen. What the fuck is you doing?
Go ahead and say what you got to say.
All right, damn. We just had the same argument. Nigga.
Thank you.
Nigga. All I want to say is, like I said about Shedeur and Travis Hunter, what he said at the end, they are blockbuster. The man was a 5th round pick and he's still blockbuster. He's still headlining all the news. You just said, I can't wait to talk about Shedeur. A 5th round pick. You couldn't wait to talk about this subject. And that's why I made you wait. I made it marinate because it's blockbuster. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't lead off with the blockbuster. You make people wait for the blockbuster. So boom, they watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because blockbuster. At the end of the best matches at the end of fucking WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? The big motherfucking fight. You make them watch all that shit. And that's what LeVar Arrington said just at the end. He said a whole lot. And I know what you got to say. But I'm just saying, that's what I was saying the whole time. All right? It's on you. What you got to say?
Alright, so the key word that LeVar Arrington said is that if he ain't a number 2 behind Deshaun Watson, who we already know ain't going to be playing, and Dylan Gabriel, who he said that they drafted in the 3rd round, the dude's already thrown about 4, 5, 6 interceptions and fucking daggone OTAs. And Shedeur Sanders is dropping damn dimes into baskets. So, no, we're not able to go out there with that. The thing was, he said that if I was the head coach,
right,
I would make Shedeur Sanders day 1 starter. And that's exactly what you're going to get. You're gonna see Dylan Gabriel be a fucking dang on place kicker. He'd be a number 2.
Okay.
totally all day long.
Okay, so
and it wasn't the Browns. It wasn't the Browns. It was the whole entire NFL that did not want to go out there and attract. Like we had conversated about this before in one of your other shows about why he fell so far.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to attract that much money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and put all this emphasis into this young man to see if he's going to come out there and be really what he really is. So,
well, hold on, stop right there. Why you say that? Why you say that? Why you say they didn't want to invest money in them?
I'm gonna say that right there. I'm gonna say it like that because, all right, think about it. It breaks down like each round of the draft of how much money you're gonna play.
Yeah, that's obvious. But why did they not want to invest in him? You said, right? They didn't want to invest in him.
It wasn't the Browns. The Browns was looking at more other things than picking up Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Even though they passed on him and picked up Dylan Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
It's because in the third round, because at that bracket, a point of time in the third round, you still paying out some big salary.
Okay.
So, okay, all right, they didn't need a quarterback. So you already got Deshaun Watson. All right, so he's supposed to come back. All right, no, he's hurt. All right, so you're already going to build off your defense. That was what the Cleveland Browns was thinking. They didn't expect when the motherfucker played his ass to still be there in the fifth round. Okay. So they went out there and got him.
Right.
All right, so now that he's there, now that he's got signed, or if I'm not mistaken, he should be. So we're going to see something that what I have been trying to say earlier today, I am going to Carolina Panthers preseason game, their first preseason game against the Cleveland Browns. And I want to see Shedeur Sanders.
Right. Exactly.
So therefore, it goes back to, I can compare this pick by the Cleveland Browns to the Charlotte Hornets picking LaMelo Ball.
Right.
It's gonna be just that explosive.
Yeah.
You can move on.
You
can move on.
Only if the NBA was that strong. You know what I mean? And that would have worked the same way. I feel you on that. I definitely feel you because he's that blockbuster like a Melo. Melo, man, he deserved to be on another team because that's just a shame what Charlotte's doing to that man, burying that man in Charlotte. But you can't bury nobody in the NFL. I don't care what team you play for. And the Cleveland Browns, damn sure, ain't the Charlotte Hornets, okay? They are way more successful. As bad as the Cleveland Browns get talked about, they are way more popular than some goddamn Charlotte Hornets. So, although I agree when it comes to the talent, the Charlotte Hornets will never be able to blow up Melo like the Cleveland Browns will be able to blow up Shedeur Sanders, simply because it's just the sport of football. You know what I'm saying? The football is too popular.
Hold on. I got to pause you on that. LaMelo's already been blowing up the Hornets. This man has his own fucking shoe line.
Okay, he got a shoe. Everybody got a shoe.
I got a shoe. I got a shoe. Not a lot of people got a shoe.
Motherfuckers that don't even play basketball got a shoe. He got a dope ass shoe. But don't nobody think Charlotte Hornets when they see his shoe? When they see that shoe?
It's not about the shoe. It's the goddamn color.
You brought up the shoe. You brought up the shoe.
It's the colors. It's the colors. He got the orange. He got the purple.
Yeah.
And he got the motherfucking daggone teal to match.
You said he blew up the Hornets with that shoe, and he's not.
The purple and the teal? Come on, that right there's already. And you know where the orange came from? Let me express something to that right there. The orange is from the Charlotte Bobcats. Because you remember the Bobcats.
Hey, no, nobody does remember the Bobcats, goddammit. That's what I'm saying, dog. Nobody gives a fuck about the Bobcats or the fucking Hornets. We give a fuck about Melo, nigga. They give a fuck about Melo. Just like nobody give a fuck about the Browns. But we give a fuck about Shedeur. We give a fuck about Shedeur.
I'm talking about Shedeur.
Yeah, exactly.
Shedeur, he gonna show up and show out, man.
He gonna blow that shit up. It's going to be some rough roads, but there's no way, just like LeVar Arrington was saying, and we're going to move on, there's no way you don't start Shedeur Sanders. There'll be some fucking idiots especially over the 3 motherfuckers you got surrounding him. Tell me, Whit, real quick before we switch the subject on this, real quick.
He is already day one starter. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk over it, but he's day one starter.
Okay, all right.
Already in preseason.
Okay. I'm about to say, you said it. I get it. That's what LeVar Arrington just said. He should be the day one starter. We both agree that he should be the day one starter. He's not the starter right now, though. So Cleveland's playing around with it, and that's the whole point of the conversation. But what I want to say, you got 4 quarterbacks, right? Whit? You got 4 quarterbacks. You got Joe Flacco. You got Kenny Pickett. You got Dalen Gabriel, and you got Shador Sanders. You're only going to dress 2 quarterbacks, right, Whit? Out of them, listen, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's
man, we ain't talking Watson. He ain't about to play at all. He's hurt.
Yeah, that's right.
He's hurt.
Right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you got those 4 quarterbacks that is possibly going to be the 2 players that dress on Sunday, because you're only dressing 2 quarterbacks, man. Cleveland can't afford to be dressing 3 quarterbacks. They ain't a good enough team for that. You know what I mean? So they're going to have 2 quarterbacks dressing. Which 2 quarterbacks you think going to be dressed? I already know one, of course, but who's going to be the backup or who's going to be the starter day one? Which Shador?
It's going to be Dalen
Gabriel.
What's his name?
Dalen Gabriel. They're going to have 2 rookies.
Yeah.
Dressed.
Yeah.
Okay. Bold prediction. I like it. Fuck it. Bold prediction. I definitely like it. All right. Moving on. Some more NFL news. Before we take a break right here, Shamar Stewart. That name ring a bell? Shamar Stewart, LAB. We went over him in the draft a lot. Shamar Stewart, drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, I think at like 14 or 16, something like that.
Right.
He has not. Say that again?
Any linebacker?
No. Well, edge rusher, right?
Okay.
Yeah, almost the same, right?
Right. What did he go do?
He did not sign his rookie contract yet with the. He's a first-round pick by them, like I said, number 16, and he still ain't signed his first-round contract because they playing with his money, dog. You know what I'm saying? And this is pretty much unprecedented because he hasn't practiced yet. He ain't been to OTAs or nothing like that yet because he hasn't signed his contract. Now, in his contract, there's some janky paperwork with, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to look up the story real quick so I can get my facts right, you know what I mean? But basically, at the end of the day, matter of fact, I got a story.
The clause itself is something that I don't know how many people have.
All right, let me pause it and go back.
The clause itself.
All right, like you said, the clause itself, you can hear that, right? Can you hear that?
Yep.
All right, listen up. My bad.
Is something that I don't know how many people have an issue with Shamar Stewart standing up for himself. But the clause really kind of states that if you default on your contract, these are standard 4-year contracts with guarantees across the 4 years. If you default on it, and the contract will list the defaults, but if you get suspended for something, that not only will the guarantees void for the year in which that default takes place, but they void entirely across the life of the contract. So if you make a mistake over any point over 4 years, just to kind of dim this down, the Bengals would have the ability to take away all of your guarantees for the life of your standard rookie contract. That is what he is not willing to sign. That is what a lot of folks are saying. Yeah, Shamar Stewart absolutely has a point. And this is new.
All right. So did you get all that, Whit? I'm going to give you a little backdrop. Did you hear all that? You heard all that good and clear?
Yeah, I heard it good and clear, but it was kind of choppy, so some of the words was missing.
Okay.
But I gathered the gist of what he was saying.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you my synopsis of what is going on with that.
Okay, hold on. Let me give you a backdrop real quick. Hold on. Let me give you a backdrop to it. Basically, he's got a young agent that found this in his contract. Like he said, right? There's a clause in his contract saying that he will be not paid his bonuses if he's suspended, right? Any type of suspension for 4 games or anything like that, he won't get his contract money, right? He won't get his guaranteed money. It'll be null and void, and he won't get that. So that's why he's not signing it. You know what I mean? So it's perfectly in the right of the Bengals to do that.
Okay.
But go ahead. No, go ahead.
Apparently, from when I was listening to what he was saying, it sounds like Shamar Stewart did something in his past that is recalling to him in his contract. So therefore, I feel like his agent is saying, you shouldn't sign this. Yeah, even though the money is what it is, it looks good, but you could probably get more if you sign this maybe a year contract.
No. Stop, please. Just stop. Because you got
it sounds crazy.
No. Wait.
But apparently something has happened.
No.
Restricted in his contract. All right, so even if he signs the contract, all of what you just said.
You gotta stop, bro. Nobody can hear you, bro. You gotta stop. Hold on, man.
Battery 20%.
Hello? You there? Hold on. Yo, wait.
Yeah.
You got to stop, bro. When I tell you to chill, you gotta chill, bro. You can't just keep talking like that. Hold on. Nobody can hear you. All right, give me a mic check, man.
Mic check.
You sound like you're real far away all of a sudden. Go ahead, one more time.
Mic check. Look, can you hear me?
Nah, hold on. Go ahead now.
I know. I've had the same phone.
All right, nah, don't worry about it. I got it. Look,
all right.
That's why I tell you, when I tell you to chill, I'm just trying to ask you a question to make sure I understand what you're saying, bruh. Quit talking. I'm not trying to interrupt your dumb ass.
Okay, what? Okay, all right, I got you. All right.
God damn, you keep having a conversation like a little kid, bro. What's wrong with you today?
No, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Relax, man. Relax.
I didn't know you had a malfunction, bro.
And that's not the part I'm talking about, bro. If I gotta ask you a question about something you said, I'm just trying to ask you a question before you keep going.
I get interactive, but I just gotta conversate, bro. I gotta talk.
No, you don't gotta talk. Just relax. Okay. It's a fucking show, nigga.
It's your show, yeah.
It's not my show. It's a show, period.
Okay.
God damn, man.
My brother, bro. Run it. Come on. Get it, yo. Get back to the point, yo.
I done told you this 4 fucking times.
Can we get back to the point, please?
You ain't. Dude.
Can we get back to the point, please?
I'm trying to stop you from going left. You talking about taking another contract. He can't take another contract. That's why I'm just stopping you to make that point so you understand. Okay, so the rest of what you saying can make sense.
I got you. I understand that.
You need to learn how to fucking listen, dog.
Okay, all right. I am listening.
You wasn't fucking listening. You are fucking now. Goddamn, bro.
Think about this point right
I just told you I got backdrop for you. Just wait, bro. Wait. I'm about to tell you when to go. Hold on. Now, like I said, he can't change his contract. It's locked into the pick. All he can do is change the details that they're talking about is not in the contract. Like you said, his past. Go back to when you were saying in his past, you feel like maybe there's something in his past that made them make this contract like that, right? Go ahead.
Basically, it's summed up right there is what I was trying to say. It's going to be a less poor amount of money than he would be normally paid for when he signs his contract. But all of those situations within his contract that told him not to sign it is trying to see, okay, just stay with the team because it's already guaranteed, right? What you just said is already guaranteed.
Right.
he's got to go out there and show out and do his thing in OTAs. He's got to do this and that, and then he's got to show good favor and good mix. It was about like how the way they did fucking Cam Newton. When Cam Newton, he had all these little situations and running in with the law and all this shit right there. The same situation with that. And a couple other players like that. So that's not a big. Actually, it might work out in his favor.
Connected to Pixel 6 Pro.
Hold on. You said it might work out in his favor?
He signed a contract for probably more than that after in his first preseason game.
You can't do I just told you you can't do that.
Okay, so
the pick is locked into the numbers.
Okay, all right. You just told me that he can't do that. He can't change his contract.
No.
All right, then he'll do it after that. But I think it's right now. It's more of a mutual agreement behind the scenes that we don't know what's going on. That
language with the Bengals. You go back to last year.
Like what I said, something he did in his past that it caught up with him that is holding him back.
Yeah, it gotta be way.
It don't look good on his side. So
right.
We can really move on with that.
Okay.
Right there because, there's no point with arguing with that.
Okay, is you done or not?
I'm done.
All right, well, you said you're done 3 times and you keep going.
I was just saying, ain't nothing to deal with that. Go ahead.
Okay, you said what you had to say. All I want to say is there ain't. I can feel you on that, but I'm just wondering, like, where's the news at? You know what I'm saying? Where is this story at? I don't care. The stories always come out. What did he do in his past for Cincinnati to be treating him like this? You know what I'm saying? Now, what I'm hearing is it's legal to do this, and basically, if he gets suspended for, pop on the piss test for PEDs or whatever like that, he's going to miss 4 games, but he'll miss his guaranteed money. And no other player, maybe some other player signed a contract and they don't know. Maybe he got a good lawyer, he got a good agent that seen that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't signing it without it. But guess what? The Bengals ain't budging either, man. So it looked like...
You know what? You just said a mouthful right there. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. You good. It's called a conversation. It's not cutting me off.
You just had a mouthful. You said a mouthful right there. All right, so imagine this right here. All right, so you just done at where you work at, right?
Right.
And people, your superiors, know what you do, right?
I'm listening.
So if, like with me in my situation, my superiors know what I do.
Right.
Right, so if I fuck up something, right, if I get hurt, right, any little something that would have them make me have to go to the hospital, guess what? They're gonna drug test me.
Right.
That set of mind, that's a mouthful right there, what you just said. So they probably know there's a history of him smoking weed. So you know how the way the NFL is when it comes down to drug policies and all that shit. No none of this, no none of that. It may not have been weed. It may have been something the fuck else. We don't know. But what you were saying. What
I was saying is normally we do know. Normally we know.
In other words, he's gonna have to clear himself out. Probably in order to take a goddamn drug test. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm about to say, you need to leave it alone because you go too far with it. All we saying is, you trying to. I'm just saying, the contract's fucked up. Period. It's fucked up.
That's what led me to all this right here. Oh, he gonna be tested for this. He gonna be this and that right here. With all what you said, how can I not sit back and say, bruh, that's some of the shit that I've experienced in my life with dealing with employers. So no. I was sitting up there trying to express what I was feeling. So we can definitely move on, please.
The thing is, why are they doing this to this man, though? What did he do? There's nothing in the public.
He didn't do nothing to them.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody.
To anybody.
He did it to himself. Like me.
I don't know. I think it's in a lot of people's contract, and they don't even know, bro. And their lawyer just didn't catch it. They saying this lawyer is one. I mean, an agent is a lawyer. An agent is a lawyer. His agent basically caught this shit.
I ain't putting that shit.
It might be true. You might be right. It might be true. But you know what? Shamar Stewart's the one that's not feeling it because he ain't signing that shit. You know what he can do? He can sit out the whole year and go into the next year's draft if he don't play this year.
It's all good. We done seen players do that.
I ain't never seen nobody do that.
LaMelo Ball went and played overseas and skipped the fucking draft because he didn't want to go and play in college. And guess what? He waited till the next season because he went and played overseas and ended up getting drafted.
Yeah, that's basketball.
Think about it. It's kind of the same concept.
It's the same concept.
If you say it like that,
he can do it.
When it can be done.
It's legal.
He can do that shit.
It's legal.
They do that shit all the time in goddamn baseball.
Yeah, well, basically, what you mean? How they do it in baseball?
But, oh my God, you get motherfuckers to get signed, right? But never play one motherfucking damn game for any team they get signed by. You ain't never seen a player get motherfucking them drafted by the NFL. You
can't get I never heard nobody going back into a draft, though.
Oh, what?
Not into a draft. Not getting drafted and then not playing and get drafted again the next year.
Big game.
Whoa.
I didn't say college baseball players. Because Carolina, Wake Forest, the whole ACC, if you don't pay attention to college baseball, like the World Series, like college World Series,
right.
We really need to talk about. Now, the ACC be running that shit. Wake Forest, Carolina, they be always up in there. Carolina up in that bitch right now.
Okay, tell me about drafted. We talk about drafted.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to give you a concept and give all the people who's watching a concept of what I'm saying about like you just said. You said it a second ago.
Nigga, you said it. You said it. God damn it. You ain't saying shit.
Yo, he got a very good ass fucking dago agent. That's what it was.
Now you gonna steal my answer.
He got him a Jerry Maguire. That's exactly what he got.
That's what the fuck I'm trying to say, dog. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm trying to just explain it. My damn bad, bro.
He caught that shit. He caught that shit. Cause I guarantee that contract long than a motherfucker, yo. They didn't expect for him to catch that shit, dog. They didn't expect for him to catch that shit. And I guarantee it's in somebody else's contract and they didn't find out until later, bruh. When his shit popped up.
For that shit, bro. This shit asking like Cooper Gooden Jr. guy.
So this is something to watch. This is something to watch to see what happened, bruh. For real, for real.
Exactly.
To see what happened. And see, basically somebody got to bend. It's either got to Cincinnati, got to take it out the contract, or Stewart got to sign that motherfucker. Cause there ain't never. Now we just talk about football. You can go back into the depths of sports to college baseball if you fucking want to. But nigga, we ain't never seen nobody get drafted and sit out no whole season and go right back into the next draft, dog. Nah. And over a contract, we barely ever seen a rookie go this far right here without signing his contract and practicing already. We already been through mandatory minicamp and this boy ain't put a helmet on yet because he said, I'm not doing shit. I'm not running. I'm not doing nothing until I sign this contract.
It's not like he fucking himself.
No, because he ain't losing no money.
Also, what you said, he read the contract and he's one of the first to actually pay attention to it, so I can understand. And it's like what you said, and I agree with that. Also, that he got a good, smart fucking agent. Yeah. But still, at the end of the day, it's not like he fucking himself.
He might. I mean, he ain't going. It depends. How you angle it, how you look at it. If you want to sit out and get drafted next year, you could be screwing yourself. or you got to take that gamble that Cincinnati wants you to take.
What you gonna do in that time if you could sit back and
you right. You right.
not do anything? That's
You
how
right.
you
Yeah. But think about it. What if you sign that contract and you do look and you get suspended for, I don't know, you could get into a fight, you could get into a car accident and they suspend you. Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen, and you lose all your guaranteed money. That's just not smart. And they saying ain't nobody else signing no contract like that, bro. So that's why it ain't like everybody else got one like this, and he's like, all right, well, I'm just not doing it. No, he's like, hold on. The agent's looking at it like, whoa, ain't nobody else got no contract like this, or ain't nobody other. I've never signed another player with this in their contract. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, nah, why my man is getting done dirty like this? Don't sign that. You know what I'm saying? Don't sign that. So yeah, man. Moving on though. Any last words before we go to halftime?
Yo, speaking of that, I was just thinking. All right, so we were sitting up and talking about him in the drug relations or some shit like that.
Maybe that's your speculation. We wasn't talking about that. You was. All I said was he could. What is it about?
I don't think he want to play for the team.
Okay. It could be that. It could be that.
It's got to be something.
It could be that. It could be that for sure. You know.
Move on, sir.
You definitely be that. All right, it's halftime, man. We be right back. Grab me a cold brew. We'll be right back. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. Pull back, run you over. It's the halftime show. We need a turnover. Pick 6. It's your boy Filthy Rich. Turn me up in this bitch. Hit the like button. That's the right button. Call in to the show if you know something, but you probably know nothing. Not my fault that you're playing for the wrong team, wrong scheme. Struck you out like Paul Skins. It was all a dream. You never gon' win a thing. Nah. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. Yeah. It's your boy Filthy Rich LAB in the motherfucking house. Calling to the show 412-407-274. It's the Underground Sports Show, baby. We live all the time. You know what it is. Call in. Talk your sports, talk your shit. Alright, LAB, that's halftime, baby. What's the deal? We still there? There you go.
I'm still here. What we got?
Hey, we got a lot more NFL coming up, man. Whole bunch of shit going on around the league, man. 81 days, that's how many days it is until the first football game, bro. And then we got what? The Eagles and the Cowboys? I think that's September 4th, I think is the date. Pretty sure that's it. September 4th is a Thursday. 81 games until the NFL season. We was talking about that earlier. We said like 89, 87 in our head, right? Time's moving quick.
Right.
And we got about 40 days till training camp.
But we forgot about Thursday night.
Huh?
We forgot about Thursday night.
Who forgot about Thursday night? You did.
I did. that's the reason why the account came up wrong. I did, so yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay, well, yeah.
Right. That sounds about right.
In my head, I just thought, ain't that many days passed since I checked. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was in my head, but obviously it had been more time. So yeah, 81 days, man. Hey, that's even better, man. The less days, the better. You know?
Yeah.
So some NFL news, man. Nick Chubb. Have you heard the news about Nick Chubb? Of course, Nick Chubb is a Texan now. You do know that, correct?
Yeah, right.
He is a Texan. That's pretty much old news. They picked him up. And before I get into the new news on Nick Chubb in Texas already, what you think about the trade? We definitely didn't talk about that.
No, we haven't talked about
Well, not the trade, but the actual the pickup. Yeah, the free agent pickup. What you think about it? If coming from a Texas, a Houston Texans side of point of view, and what you think about it?
All right, so break down the contract and how many years, and
you asking me to break it down for you?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, but I'll find out for you. Go ahead, keep going. I'll tell you.
So you got to think about his injury, right? The one he had when he was with the Browns. So with that in mind, that right there was a gruesome injury that we saw on TV. So therefore, I think the Houston Texans may have, picked up somebody that, is not prosperly thought about really going to start, but we really want to see what he's all about.
Okay.
And can he still maneuver with what he's got going on with his leg? Because, I can't come back from an injury like that. I'm sorry. That's my intake on it.
You said you couldn't?
I know. I don't think there's not a lot of humans out there that can come back. Hell, fucking damn Joe Theismann ain't come back from his damn injury.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Hold on, pause right there. Let me ask you a question, and you can keep going. You saying that when you say come back from an injury, do you mean come back at all, or do you mean come back to your old form?
Yes.
Which one?
On your old form.
Okay, goddamn.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. My thing is this right here. It's like what I just said. They want to see what he's all about.
Okay, all right.
That's what they do. It's like, you better fuck around and see the motherfucker get cut.
Okay, so he got a 1-year deal for $2.5 million, and with a deal like that, you could definitely get cut. We all knew he was going to get a deal where you could probably get cut. Is that your last thought on him before I go?
The majority of that money right now, if he gets signed, is going to go to pay for his medical interest.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So, what I think about just the Texans off the top of my head, picking him up, they needed a little security because they got two banged up running backs. I heard that Joe Mixon had an air cast on the other day, so he had to get like an ankle surgery or some type of foot surgery real quick, which he shouldn't miss none of the season, but he might not be 100% because that's kind of late in the year to be getting surgery. You know what I mean? I think he tried to avoid it, and eventually he had to do it anyway. So I think that's the reason for the signing. A little bit of desperation, and I think you're pretty right. They want to see if he can rekindle those flames. You know what I mean? Maybe he can with a 1-year deal. Let's see if we can get the old Nick Chubb back. Kind of a gamble. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Right.
Yeah, quick little easy gamble, worth the gamble. It's worth it though. 1 year, it's worth it. But that those two names in the backfield, Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb, if they can do what they do or what they used to do, it can get a little hectic. But here's the up to date story on Nick Chubb. It ain't coming out of Houston, is actually coming out of Cleveland. Former Cleveland Browns, Nick Chubb, slammed with harsh take. All right, he got slammed with a harsh take coming out of Cleveland. Nick Chubb is no longer a member of the Cleveland Browns. Browns fans will surely never forget Chubb, who provided thrilling runs and memorable moments. Skipping through it, the 29-year-old is up. I don't know how to say that word. Unquestionably, one of the most highly regarded Cleveland sports figures in recent memory, right? Okay. But, however, Dale Reuter of 92.3 The Fan wants everyone to pump their brakes. Reuter simply does not feel Chubb has enough to get his number retired. So the organization is thinking about retiring Nick Chubb's number and putting it in a ring of honor here in Cleveland, right? So nor does this he feel former second-round pick should be inducted into the Browns Ring of Honor, even though owner Jim Haslam has already said the latter would be happening. Well, what you feel, bruh? You think Nick Chubb should be?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me know why.
Because of his injuries live on TV.
Ooh, just because of that? Nothing sports related?
A lot of it sports related. You know what I'm saying? He was a elusive running back. You know, it's historic with the Cleveland Browns. They got all the running backs that has been there, and he should go up there enshrined with those guys up there, with Jim Brown and who else?
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point. I agree totally with the owner, and yeah, I'm down with that. I'm all for that.
Right.
I'm all for that, and that makes you just answer your question right there about Nick.
The point.
But I'm going to Houston, Texas, that they traded him. The shit, Cleveland got it good. They got some money, got something out of it. And, you know, they hated to part ways with him, but it was better. But it's more the shit behind the scenes, like, yo, we just do not see. The motherfuckers be making up deals, yeah, they be talking, their ownership, coaches, players, all of them, especially if you got injured, like when he got injured, man, move on. Come on.
Yeah. Well, let me. You're right. You're definitely right there. And let me show you something real quick. Well, at least I can't show you, but put you down with something. Hold on. Let me go back. I don't think I put it in this one. Hold on. I got some stats here. Because like you said, Jim Brown and who else, right? So Nick Chubb in his career, started in 2018, had 996 yards rushing his rookie year. Second year, 1,494 rushing, busy, sophomore season. 12 games, and then next year, in 2020, he had 1,067 yards, so he was hurt that year. 14 games in 21, he had 1,259. And he played all 17 games in 2022. He got 1,525 yards. So when he played, 16 or better games, he's getting over 1,500 yards every time. Now, the thing is, how we got him out of town is the last 2 years, 23, he played 2 games and had 28 yards. That's the year he suffered the big injury, right? That you're talking about. And then last year, in 2024, he had 332 yards only in 8 games. So, yeah, Cleveland got rid of him, shipped him out. But the point is that he
Yeah, right no more.
He had 6,843 yards in his career, right? Now, Jim Brown is number 1 in Cleveland Browns history with 12,312 yards. So he got twice as many yards as Nick Chubb. Now the next man got 7,000. His name is Leroy Kelly. Back in 1964, he got 7,274 yards. Those are his highest yards, right?
Right.
Nick Chubb is number 3 with the 6,843 yards. Like you said, who else has been there that did anything? He's already in 3rd place in their history. And he only played, 6-7 seasons.
And I'm about to add a little bit more.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to add a little more.
Go ahead.
So Jim Brown played for what college? Syracuse.
Right.
And who was that other running back that died from but they had made a movie about it. I can't think of his damn name. he got drafted by the Cleveland Browns.
You say the other? Hold on. Say that again. Say that one more time.
All right, so you know they made that movie. I can't think of the name of the movie, but there was a running back that played for Syracuse.
Oh.
And he got drafted by the Cleveland Browns when he died from something with his brain.
Yeah, I can't remember his name though. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. That was what made me think of the reasons why they chose to put, if they do, which they should.
He said they are.
Yeah. So, hey, that's the reasons why they did it. Because of that guy that they drafted. And just like with that guy that they drafted, shit, they drafted, I'm about to say Chuba Hubbard, Nick Chubb.
So what that got to do with the guy they drafted? What they got to do with the Syracuse dude? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Alright, so he was about ready to be their #1 starter. They was already claiming him to be like the next Jim Brown. That's what my thought process was going to with that. Nothing about anything he did for the Cleveland Browns because he never played for the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
He just got drafted.
You talk about that one they made the movie about?
Yeah, that's the one that I'm saying they made the movie about.
So that was a long time ago. That was back in the
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the days, bro.
Right.
But yeah. So no. I was looking at that concept of how the way you was explaining it, and this is how the way I saw it. So I was like, oh, okay, I can see it. Yeah, Nick Chubb could definitely be in that situation, even though Nick Chubb didn't die like the way they get that running back did in the movie. But Nick Chubb, has done a whole hell of a lot, and it's been a really like a face for them. But now they got another running back, which I don't think he is that much like Chubb, but Ford can do it.
Yeah. I mean, they can get the job done. They just gave up on Chubb for whatever reason, you know. But obviously, they got a lot. They love Chubb. They love him. The owner loves him. But he just had to make he must know something. That's a business decision that he made, saying, you know, I love you. I put you in the ring of honor, but I'm not about to pay you another $1 to play for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, he's been paid enough, man. They have to think about it. The owners have probably paid enough. He don't want to pay no more.
Nah, he's done.
It's business, bro.
It's done.
He's trying to pay no more for them damn medical bills. Shit.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Still got plans to pay for it.
Right.
So now, man, you kind of over that.
Right. All right, moving on, man. There's a lot of trade talk going on with these wide receivers out here, and I think this might clog up one of them, man. Terry McLaurin has been getting a lot of trade talk in the business, you know what I'm saying? A lot of it coming back to my Steelers, you know, maybe the Chargers or whatever, but here in Washington, for the Washington Commanders, starting wide receiver carted off the field after suffered serious-looking injury at practice. All right, this was a little earlier in the week. Like I said, this is week in review, so call into the show. Tell me what you know. One moment, Noah Brown was diving for a catch. The next, he was throwing his helmet in frustration and disappearing under a towel as a cart carried him off the field. You familiar with Noah Brown, Whit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pretty decent receiver for the Washington Commanders.
I picked him up a few times in fantasy.
Yeah. So he's hurt, and the reason I bring that up with Terry McLaurin and all the trade talk is maybe that's going to disappear because it sounds like, you know, you got the towel on your head. You know, they said it was a 7-on-7 drill. Brown, a key piece of the offense and fan favorite after last year's miracle grab against the Bears. You know what I mean? He caught the Hail Mary, remember?
Yeah.
So walked to the sideline slowly, but something wasn't right. Minutes later, staff drove him into the facility, out of sight with no answers. Okay, so I haven't still heard this. Like I said, this was earlier this week. I still haven't heard much about Noah Brown to confirm that if he's hurt for a long time, but sound like pretty bad with, you know what I'm saying? 81 days till football start. They might be trying to hold on to Terry McLaurin now. You know what I'm saying? They short a receiver. He had some decent stats last year too.
Yeah, he did.
Looking him up. Hold up. I believe he had about 50-something receptions. Hughes Watt, no, 35 receptions for 453 yards, 12.9 yards a carry. I mean, a catch. That ain't bad.
No, it's not.
And he was better than that in Houston the year before that. He was in Houston. He had 33 catches for 567 yards, 17.2 yards a catch. So yeah, that's a lot of production. I remember him out there with Jaden Daniels. You know, he was one of Jaden Daniels' go-to guys on third down, man, especially on third down. He was a big target, you know. So hey, that's a little, you know, that might be a little love shot for y'all. For y'all Eagle fans, you know what I'm saying, to get him off the field, because it looked like it might be something serious. Any last words on Noah Brown with?
Yo, alright, so I said like this right here. Washington, you do realize they picked up Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, I did realize that.
So with Noah Brown being hurt, yeah, that's their third. I mean, I'm not gonna say their third, just
probably
because they picked up Deebo Samuel. But that's their big three. Let's say it like that. That's their big three at wide receiver threat.
True.
Wide receiver threat.
True.
So, so that right there is a hurt. So, you know, I used to say Deebo would come in. And you know, Deebo's more of a like running back type wide receiver anyway. So
they said he got a lot bigger. Did you see that?
Yeah, I know. So yeah, they're gonna be pretty much still a threat in the NFC East.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they still gonna be a threat. Noah Brown is a hurt piece though. But what I think the way the dominoes fall with this is maybe they might pay Terry McLaurin now, because the reason he's even in trade talk is because they don't want to pay the man. He ain't got the contract that he want yet, so they thinking about shipping him out.
And they're looking at the value of what they can get out of him. That's what they was looking at in the beginning. But now they're realizing that he's needed to be stayed, so they're gonna keep him, because you have to think about it.
Yeah.
So I think their cap space. I think they went over their cap space a little bit last year.
Right.
When they went out there and got Zach Ertz.
Right. So you think that's you think that's a smart move to try to get rid of Terry McLaurin for the Washington future?
And I think that what they're gonna do is they're gonna get rid of some other players, more like maybe some of their running backs, because they really don't have a good running game. So they didn't draft running backs, so they got to go out there and find somebody in free agency to capitalize their spending. Let's just put it to you like that right there.
Right.
I mean, because both of their running backs, you can think about it, they was injured most of the damn time.
Right.
So, you know, they never really had a dominant running back. So, basically, their dominant running back was the fucking quarterback, a rookie. Reason why he was the rookie of the year.
Right.
In the offense.
Yeah.
So,
he needs some Terry McLaurin.
Right. That's right. So they gonna play him. They gonna pay McLaurin. They gonna keep him. Just like you said, they gonna keep him.
Right. Yeah, they need to keep him.
It's gonna be a lot of other people they gonna have to get with him. But they probably gonna be signing fucking undrafted rookie free agent.
You said they're gonna be signing one of them to get out receiver to replace Noah Brown.
Exactly. Look at what Carolina did with Frankie Lou, who actually pays for the fucking Commanders.
Yeah. So there's more trade talk out there, man. You got Jalen Ramsey sitting out there, and late in the game, Jair Alexander has been cut from the Green Bay Packers. So that's two very aggressive corners. Can you tell me two teams that could really use these dudes, or what do you think is going to happen with Jalen Ramsey? Anybody want Jalen Ramsey? Anybody? I mean, somebody's going to pick up Jair Alexander eventually. I've been hearing a lot of Ravens rumors with both of these dudes. Definitely Steeler rumors. Those are the teams I keep hearing.
I was even rumors of him playing for the Panthers too.
Yeah. Oh, Jalen Ramsey, or which one?
No, Alexander.
Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of rumors about him. And I don't like this right here. We already got Michael Jackson, opposite of Joe Horn.
Right.
Carolina just gave him that big ass contract, which we have already talked about in previous shows. But no, Carolina can still pick him up. John Ramsey is for a D-back. Yeah. He's like Dave Chappelle show. You gonna wrap that shit the fuck up?
You think he's done?
I mean, come on now. He's already got a Super Bowl with the Rams, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Right. You got the Super Bowl. And D-backs don't last long. They're just like, if you're not just explosive ass running back like fucking Mango, Emmitt Smith was back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Endurance and what? Oh man, no. D-backs, no. Look at Luke Kuechly retired in how many seasons? 6, 7? Okay, nah. Jalen Ramsey, he already didn't play for the damn Jets. Who else he didn't play for? How many teams? Look that shit the fuck up.
Right.
Jair Alexander, he came from the Bills, right?
No, Green Bay.
Green Bay, that's right, you just said that. Right, he came from Green Bay. He was pretty decent, he's pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's a little up there too, but kind of close to his, to the edge of his end of his prime. But nah, he's a good guy. Nah. With the fact is that he's a free agent right now, that's a money situation. They're not gonna pay for a guy like that. Same thing with Jalen Ramsey. They're not gonna pay for them guys. Even if they're still in their prime, they still can go out there and do whatever they can do. They're just not gonna pay for them. And with that set in mind, there's a lot of fucking talent of people that's been in like 4 or 5 years, or 6 years, or 7 years, and they sit out there free agent. So you gotta think about it like that too. You hear me?
I'm listening to you. I'm waiting for you to finish. You gotta give me a cue when you're done. Say something.
I'm just saying, I don't think anyone of them gets fined, bro.
Well, Jalen Ramsey's already playing for the Dolphins, so he ain't been cut yet. So he's still playing for the Dolphins. But yeah, Jair Alexander's sitting out there, and he's definitely going to get picked up. It's just about who. I thought you might have had a team in mind that you might have thought was going to pick him up.
Right. I think a lot of talks about the Carolina Panthers. For real. I mean, that's honest.
Say that one more time.
I've seen a lot of talks about him coming to Carolina.
Yeah, you said that. I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Up next, man. Finally, my Steelers got Aaron Rodgers on the roster, right?
Yep.
Finally, we got Aaron Rodgers on the roster. And, huh?
He played y'all too. He didn't want to come to OTA. He just should have signed a long time ago.
Well, okay, so that's funny that you say that, right? Because that's really not the truth of it, okay?
Okay.
That's really not the truth because behind the scenes, basically, is all exposed, and for whatever reason, my thing ain't operating right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's doing it again. It's stuck again. So I can't show you the video or y'all the video I want to really show y'all. But to even prove it to you. But in the interview, he exposed it that him and Tomlin had a deal the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I was going through some stuff. He got married and all that stuff like that. And he came on time. At the end of the day, he came when the first day of mandatory minicamp, he was there. He signed the Friday before mandatory minicamp. And he was right there, ready to go. So the media played themselves with. That's what happened. Okay? The media played themselves and talking about it over and over again, like I was saying already. And he's finally in town. You know what I'm saying? Here to go. But let's see what Woody from ESPN. Woody used to play offensive lineman. Damian Woody used to play. Yeah, you know who Woody is. Used to play guard for Tom Brady. He always got something good to say. But to me, this was a bad take. But let's go. Hold that.
good is Aaron Rodgers going to be in Pittsburgh this year? First guess, D. Wood.
Just a guy. Be honest with you. What we're asking of Aaron Rodgers is literally an anomaly. We saw it from Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the only 40-year-old quarterback that was able to play at a phenomenal level. We're sitting here talking about Aaron Rodgers, number one, being healthy at this advanced age, and then going out and being able to turn back the clock to when he was relevant on the field, which was 2020. That's years ago. Think about that. Years ago. On top of that, new play caller, new system feeder, something that he hasn't run in years. Aaron Rodgers. Okay, so there's a lot of unknowns with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, wait. Did you catch most of that? I'm about to just play it again because there's a lot that he's saying there that I want to get into. All right, so
how good is Aaron Rodgers going to be in Pittsburgh this year? First guess, D. Wood.
I'm gonna play it one more time because I know you be
How
slipping.
good is Aaron Rodgers going to be in Pittsburgh this year? First guess, D. Wood.
Just a guy. Be honest with you. What we're asking of Aaron Rodgers is literally an anomaly. We saw it from Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the only 40-year-old quarterback that was able to play at a phenomenal level. We're sitting here talking about Aaron Rodgers, number one, being healthy at this advanced age, and then going out and being able to turn back the clock to when he was relevant on the field, which was 2020. That's years ago. Think about that. Years ago. On top of that, new play caller, new system feeder, something that he hasn't run in years. Aaron Rodgers. Okay, so there's a lot of unknowns with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. So, LAB, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You do, sir.
Me go first. Okay, so I think Woody is out of his motherfucking mind. As much as I did not want Aaron Rodgers here, he is still out of his mind, bruh. He's saying Aaron Rodgers ain't been shit since 2020, which is absolutely wrong.
Right.
And he's also saying that this is an anomaly that another quarterback can't do what Tom Brady has done. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he's saying this shit ain't going to work. This shit ain't going to work because Aaron Rodgers is motherfucking washed. But the last time I checked, wait, if you want me to keep going before you take a take or you want a quick take in the middle? All right, I'm going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because the last time I checked, you go back to Aaron Rodgers last year, threw 28 touchdowns, bruh, and landed 8th and passed Herbert at 9. Kyler Murray at 11, who got big money. Bo Nix at 12, who everybody's on his nuts all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Stafford, who everybody thinks one of the best. Josh Allen, who just won an MVP, did not throw for more yards than Aaron Rodgers last year. So you ain't going to tell me he ain't been shit since 2020? And in 2024, he just landed number 8 in passing yards on a bad bum-ass Jet squad, dog. So now you transform that and you put him onto you know about that defense because you're going to be trying to steal him once again from me in fantasy football. I already know you are. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't going to tell me that this can't work.
It'll work.
Once again, throwing more yards than Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, Kyler Murray, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels. Everybody's on their nuts all year. Jalen Hurts. He's in front of all of them. Okay? Did it add up the wins? No. We all know they had all types of shit. They want to say Aaron Rodgers got the coach fired. Guess what? Good organizations don't listen to their quarterbacks, dog. Not that much. That's the Jets' dumbass fault. If that's the case. That's the Jets.
Right there.
Huh?
That's psychological right there. When it comes down to the point of emphasis of trying to make the team better now instead of trying to rebuild.
Waiting for it. Yeah. You're waiting for it.
Be waiting for it. That's what you need. Y'all built up that organization, got the team, the players, got everything going right. Now, boom. You know, it will be historic. I'll say it will be. Those two key words will be historic. If Tom Brady can not Tom Brady.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers can take y'all bring y'all back to the promised land. And you know what? It is very, very possible.
Okay.
It's very possible. Considering with the defense, there's always been the steel curtain.
That's what I'm saying.
The Oscar award-winning show behind the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes. I mean, the whole entire nation has been waiting for it.
Right. So,
honestly, to tell you the truth, yeah, you talking about me stealing a running back from you in the draft? Jalen Warren gonna be the man.
okay.
Jalen Warren gonna be the man.
All right. So here we back to Aaron Rodgers though. Back to Aaron Rodgers. Here we go. Touchdowns last year, right?
Yep.
Woody said he ain't been shit since 2020. Let's go to touchdown rankings. Joe Burrow, of course, number 1 with 43. Went crazy. Baker Mayfield with 41. Lamar Jackson with 41. Jared Goff with 37. Sam Darnold at number 5 with 35. Bo Nix got busy last year. He did his damn thing right there with 29 touchdowns. There's a big drop right there. And guess who's number 7? Before Josh Allen, before Patrick Mahomes, before Jordan Love, before Jay and Daniels, before Justin Herbert again, before Geno Smith, before Matthew Stafford. Aaron Rodgers is sitting there with 28 touchdowns, bro. Before all of them.
Interesting. That's right. Interesting.
Before all of them.
So what's your hype? What's your hype on that? Do you think that y'all be? Let me ask you a question. Do you think y'all will be a more better team this season coming up than y'all was last season?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why. Aaron Rodgers, from the neck up, his brain is going to make the Steelers a smarter offense, especially in the red zone. Now, this is where we might fall back a little bit, maybe. We're going to miss a lot of toughness from the running back room, maybe. It's a maybe. We depending on a rookie right now. We do got Jalen Warren, but what I'm saying is it was the Jalen Warren / Najee Harris combo that had the running game going last year, right? That combo is not there no more. Jalen Warren, we still got faith in him. He's the man or whatever like that, but the combo was what made you lethal. You know what I mean? And, you know, for Aaron Rodgers to be his best quarterback, he needs that 1-2 combo. He's going to need a good running game. So hopefully we can do that. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers neck up in the red zone where we've been having trouble scoring. We can get down there, but we can't score touchdowns all the time. Aaron Rodgers is going to get touchdowns instead of field goals in the red zone. He's going to be way smarter in the red zone no matter who the receivers are. He's going to be smarter than what we had before and what we was with them making the playoffs with before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only on offense. Now, if the defense don't stand up like they always do, we might not make the playoffs. I'm just saying, if you play the Jets, if you play like the Jets did last year, Aaron Rodgers will just be good and you'll be sad. But if Aaron Rodgers can do the same thing he did for the Jets and the Steelers do the same thing on defense that they always do.
Always.
I ain't talking about, everybody want to talk about when we got ran on at the end of the season and all that. Yeah, but you're going to get ran on when your offense ain't doing shit. It ain't never getting the fucking lead. And the more it gets to the end of the season, the more tired you are. So it's just a domino effect. Not that they can't play no more or they sad all of a sudden. It's just tough out that motherfucker to keep doing that shit. To keep playing from behind. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. So if Aaron Rodgers can put us up by 10, 14 points every once in a while, man. There was so many games last year where we should have went up and just couldn't. George Pickens would do something stupid. We got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Or the quarterback would do something stupid. Like Russell Wilson will do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or Justin Fields can't really throw that pass that he needed to throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he's going to have that problem, bro. The only problem he's going to have is being old, getting sacked, and maybe getting hurt.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think the whole point of us talking about this is because of what Woody said. And I just gotta totally disagree with him, bro. How about you?
I do too, my damn self.
But let me tell you who else is hating. Listen up for this one, man. You got Asante Samuels. He's a whole Haitian right here. That's my new word for hating ass motherfuckers is a Haitian. You Haitian because you be hating.
I know, right?
Listen up.
This guy, man, Aaron Rodgers, the mystery of the NFL, just like he likes it, man. This guy's a weirdo. But it's just another big name, man. Another big name. Used to be elite player signing with another team, giving them false hope that he will lead them to the playoffs. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. Aaron Rodgers isn't a championship contender type quarterback anymore, man. His biggest asset is his ability to cause drama and be controversial, man, to whatever team he plays for. He is the best option for the Steelers at this point, but that's all. That's all he is, the best option. I don't see a desire in this guy to win, man. And then after that injury with the Jets, give it up. Give it up. What you think, man? How you feel?
First of all, Aaron Rodgers wasted their time. Like, waiting all this time. I don't know. They probably already knew Aaron Rodgers was going to come. But even I feel like they moved differently in the draft just waiting on Aaron Rodgers. And he wasted a lot of
draft, free agency as well.
Yeah, like they wasted a lot of time waiting on this guy to come through. Now he was on the team. And I don't know if he can even get along with Mike Tomlin because a lot of the speculation is he got the last coach fired over at the Jets. And now he here and Mike Tomlin not playing that, you know what I mean? Like Mike Tomlin go put his foot down, but Aaron Rodgers think he the boss of everything. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. I think this gonna be Mike Tomlin first season not making the playoffs.
But another point with Aaron Rodgers, man. Another point is, I don't see enough talent at the receiver position on this team. They got DK Metcalf, right? He get the job done, but he isn't one of those receivers who quick enough to avoid the jam. He gets jammed up a lot at the line. But yeah, he's fast, but he takes a while to build up his speed, you know what I mean? He lacks that sudden quickness like the Deshaun Jacksons, Tyreek Hills. Tyreek Hill is obviously another level, but he is a big target, and Aaron Rodgers can, use him to place balls accurately, maybe back shoulder fades and things like that, but they don't have talent at receiving. The other receiver is Robert Woods. He's the second best receiver on the team. This is going in, his 12th, 13th season? So I definitely don't expect much from Rodgers. There's no talent.
So what you think, Wick, about Asante Samuels Haitian on the Steelers, bruh? Is he hating or am I tripping? Yo, Wick. Yo, you there? Nah, I lose you. Hold up. Mess that up. Alright, man, hold up. Anyway, Asante Samuels is a hater. Like I already stated, man. Aaron Rodgers ain't that bad physically. We might not like the personality and all like that. I get it, man. I get it. But he might be able to make some shit shake, man. Might be able to make some shit shake, and he can definitely make himself a legend here in the Burgh, because you know how we get down, man. You do your thing, we gonna forgive you, bruh. You'll be a motherfucking Steeler for life real quick. Alright, man, it's the motherfucking Underground. We out of here tonight. Appreciate it. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We out of here. Ow.
Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground. It's the underground. Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it, go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost, pay the cost to beat the bars, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.